One thing I want to tell people, always have your camera. Always. Don't leave home without it. Take it wherever. I had it with me that day. So did other people there. And they basically came and they interrupted the meeting in a show of force to show we are the ones here. You know, we run the show. And we will interrupt your meeting. We will ticket your cars for being parked 12.5 inches from the curb. And we will pull out our pink rulers.
Oh, about a ½ inch. Yeah, I guess it's about a ½ inch over, 12 inches.
It's a clear retaliation, guys. Clear retaliation. Basically, you see a grown man beating a mentally ill 30-year-old father of 5, 6 children named Lawrence Rogers in a Wegmans parking lot in the city of Rochester on Dewey and Driving Park Avenue. And you see him put all his weight on one knee on the back of this, man's neck. And he lost consciousness, and an hour later he was pronounced dead at Rochester General Hospital. So after that, I just went hard at him. I mean, I put him on the film, and, I was arrested. I was arrested and charged with harassment, okay? Because what I did is, it was a little bit different than Emily Good's case, but it was in 2004. I don't know, YouTube, I'd say, has been around less time, since 2004. Or obviously it's blown up, but I don't think it's been around, too long. 2004, I not only aired the heck out of the show on public access and any access television I could get my hands on. Anybody that would say we will take this and we will air it for the community to see, they got it. Bam, 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 bam. That's my thing. Grassroots, on the street, giving out DVDs. Back then I laughed because I didn't have it so much on DVDs. I had it on video. So I used to be on the street with 30, 40, it's like 50 pounds worth of videos, And basically it was him on tape beating him, and I sent one to him. Now here's the thing though, that was like a gray line. In hindsight, should I have fought it? Yeah, I regret maybe not fighting it. But the thing is, I sent it to him, not to him personally at his personal home address, which then I would see why that would maybe possibly constitute somebody saying they were harassed. We're good? But basically, I sent it to him in his capacity as a police officer to his section, to his patrol section, Officer Thomas Rodriguez, And basically, about 3-4 days later, his boys roll up on me, Miami police right there. They basically roll up on me, man. His thugs, his boys, He put the word out. And interestingly enough, he himself, which you would think that would be a conflict of interest, right? He himself made a report out against me for harassment. Well, got arrested, went to jail, went to court. But the judicial system is screwed, man. Your own lawyer, who you're paying money to, okay, sometimes might not necessarily have your best interest at heart. I know that sounds like, like a what? Yes. My lawyer, it's almost like sometimes the lawyers seem like they're interested in just getting the money, and whatever happens, you happen. I wanted to fight it. This is what he told me. This is what he told me. He said, take the ACD, which I don't know if they call it here. It's an adjournment and contemplation of dismissal. Basically meaning for 6 months, that's usually the term they give you. If you don't get in trouble for 6 months, the charge goes away. But if you get in trouble again during that 6 months, not only the new charge you got in trouble with will be, but this old charge will be reopened. Yeah. Okay? So they put stuff in your head. No, don't fight this because you won't win. Wow.
Right. I want to do that too.
Why?
They want to do
Man, I'm paying you a couple $grand for this. What do you mean I won't win?
Yeah.
Man, you a hell of a, wow, you're pretty pessimistic, what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm optimistic with my attorney. Why do you say that? I want to know why. Well, the guy's a former district attorney. He already sees blood. He wants to nail you. Whoa. Real? Yeah. The second thing is the police. He will come here and testify with his uniform. If it's a bench trial, you're done because the judge will decide and he has blood out for you. If it's a jury trial, very hard to go against the police. Okay, what am I facing? A year in jail. And he's like, up to a year. And he said, this judge The judge is not going to give you the downside of that. He's going to give you the year. This is my attorney. This is my lawyer telling me this.
Okay,
So what I do? I got kids. At that time, my oldest one was 3. And then I had a newborn that was born in 03. This was 04, April 04, you know what I mean? So what I do? I took an ACD.
RTD Exposed is a half-hour show highlighting acts of alleged misconduct by the Rochester Police Department. Most recently, the shooting of Vandy Davis in a drug raid. The show includes interviews with Davis's sisters as they revisit the scene of his death, a death police call accidental, but they call murder. The documentary also shows a black man being roughly handcuffed and questioned by police officers, 4 police officers. The show's producer says it's an example of racial profiling, and he says the show is proof of a pattern of abuse on the part of the police department. David Vara, the producer, was out handing flyers downtown today, hoping to generate interest in his show and changes in the police department.
Being a minority, you know what I mean, in Rochester, it's like I live with this, you know what I mean? I've been through it. I know people that have gone through it firsthand. And, you know, personally, it's about time someone comes out here and does something like this.
It's about knowing, not personally, because I wasn't born here, but first, second-hand knowledge I do have of it, what it is to live in Cuba. It's about knowing that the police can knock your door down and you don't have recourses, really. They can beat your ass. You can't sue them. It's about knowing what it is like in the police state, which my dad knew. And that's why he's my hero. And that's why, you know, that's why I got him right there. And that's why I miss him every day, because that's what I learned. That's what, you know what I mean? And he instilled in me. My father's, which I'm going to get it tatted up when I get back. My father's favorite saying was, and this is exclusively his saying, rest in peace, Mario Vara, was, rights are not asked for. Rights are not given. Rights are fought for each day. And that was his thing.